Hello and welcome to today's Salus3 product release video for version 2.11. Released on the 31st of January 2023. So slight delay getting this video out. So slightly different format. We're simply just going to quickly cover off the new features enhancements within version 2.11 as it was released about a week ago. So the new features which we have introduced in this version is the ability to sign in and out equipment to your staff and users within the AmbuTag module. And we have released a new module called HSI, which is aimed at health and safety consultants, allowing the use of Salus3 across multiple customers and clients to manage the various things that you require, such as equipment checks, equipment servicing, employee training, site incident reports. It essentially allows you to use the Salus3 platform and the various modules across AmbuTag, Casus, and HR. And as a consultant, it allows you to view all the data within your client systems of Salus3. And we will be doing a dedicated video to the new HSI module very soon. Some of the new enhancements, that we have released is in the PRF module. There is now an option to convert a PRF manager record to a PRF manager charts record. We have included some additional medication fields. You can now restrict the time users can access closed PRF chart records for. There is the ability to set up an email notification when anybody selects the mental capacity select box as yes. There is a new safeguarding form. Within the HR module, you can now mark employees as hourly pay or day rate. You're able to plan future employee training courses. There's a new functionality allowing you to check for any changes within a DBS certificate, providing it's on the DBS update service. Within our enterprise module, we've added in a variety of AmbuTag equipment checkboxes, and also the ability to record safeguarding reports within Casus, where you may undertake a safeguarding report that is not associated with a patient treatment. And then for reporting, we've made an amendment to the hourly wage breakdown report to essentially only show employees or users who are marked as day rate. We have then introduced a new day rate wage breakdown. So it splits the two types of paid staff out. There's reports for any safeguarding reports entered within PRF Manager charts for quick and easy retrieval. And we've introduced a new table at the bottom of the report dashboard showing you all the new reports in one place. So we are moving quite quickly through some of those new enhancements and features simply because the platform has already been released. The upgrade, has already been released. So we'll quickly run through a demo of some of those items. So the new feature around signing in and out equipment in the AmbuTag module. If we go into an equipment record, we now have a new box on the right hand side for equipment sign in and out. It will show us the current status and gives us an option to sign out an equipment to a member of staff. And then quite simply able to sign it back in again. Currently, this is only available on an individual equipment basis. However, we do have some development work planned in to be able to create more of a batch equipment signing in and out system. As well as that functionality there, within the audit log, We will get entries, as we can see here, when we sign equipment in and out, and who it's to is also maintained within the audit record. So moving on to the enhancements, the first enhancement is the ability to convert a PRF manager record to a PRF manager chart record. So in here, for example, we've started to enter some basic information from our paper copy, realizing actually we need it as a full PRF chart. There's now a button called Convert to Chart, which will allow you to convert it to a full PRF Manager chart record. Within the medication, if we add a medication, we have additional fields such as expiry date and the ability to enter the user or clinician that double checked any medication that has been administered. We also have under activity and then special reports, the ability to create a safeguarding report where we can then go through and fill out relevant fields. Patient name, patient address, age and gender, along with the date and time, will be pre-populated based on any information that already exists within the chart record. We don't currently have a patient in this demo record, hence why those fields are blank. Once a record has been closed off and locked, you are able to set as an administrator the time users can continue to access that PRF record for, and that is completed within your organization admin area, PRF manager charts, and then record access security. You have 3 access settings available to you: not configured, which is the default. This is where no additional security is applied. Immediate, which means as soon as a chart record is locked and closed, it can no longer be accessed by users. And delay will allow a locked record to continue to be accessible to the users listed on the record under the treated by section, the amount of days that you define here. If we were to put 7, for example, this would allow a 7-day delay before access is then restricted to the record. Any users you want to override this setting, such as your administrators or your office staff, you'll need to grant the PRF Manager Charts Access or PRF Security option to their user group. This is set by default to your administrator's security group. And then finally, under your notification settings, you have an option to set an email address for any mental capacity notifications which are selected in the PRF Manager chart record, and also an email address to receive safeguarding special report notifications. Within the HR module, you are now able to set a pay category of hourly or day rate for each employee. By default, as a result of this upgrade, all employees are set as hourly, as this is a mandatory field. So you will need to go through and change anybody to day rate where that is applicable. If you have a significant number of employees where that change needs to be made, please reach out to us via a support email, as we do have some tools available to help you with that. Within training records, when entering a new training record, the expiry date is now an optional field, as not all certificates have an expiry date. And there's also ability to record planned training records for the future. Any training courses which you enter in here with a future due date will appear in your Enterprise Alert Task module. So I've just gone into Enterprise. Within HR, when the training becomes due, it will appear here for you. The next new enhancement is when recording employee DBS checks on Salus3, if the employee has their DBS certificate on the update service and has consented to you performing regular checks, you can do this from within the Salus3 application directly. Here we can see we have a DBS record with a refresh button. Clicking this recheck DBS icon will check the DBS update service and return a result here in this field. As the DBS service do not provide a test API for us to use, we're unable to show a demo. However, you can see here on our knowledge base article where it will return a value and a date. It will return one of three values: blank, no new info, which shows that the DBS certificate did not reveal any information and remains current. If it returns non-blank, no new info, it confirms that the DBS certificate remains current and has no further information that has been identified since its original issue. And new info essentially means the DBS certificate that you have entered on the system is no longer current, and you need to apply for a new DBS check to get the most up-to-date information. The date next to the status is the date that you last carried out your recheck. You will notice that if you have records already on the system where the certificates are on the DBS update service, the refresh button will not be available. This is due to GDPR data protection regulations, which we have to abide by when setting up the API connector. We can only check DBS certificates where we have received and recorded on the system explicit consent from the user to check their certificate. When creating a new DBS certificate check, you'll notice two new fields: one to confirm that the certificate is on the update service, and a second tick box to confirm that you have received the employee permission to use the check update service. If you have already received employee permission to do that, you can simply recreate records using existing dates and details to be able to check and use the DBS update service option. The next new enhancement is within the Enterprise module, where we have created a new Equipment tab showing you various updates on the AmbuTag module for PAT tests which are overdue and due over the next 90 days, any checks which are overdue and due in the next 90 days, any equipment cleans, and any services that need to be undertaken. And then finally, for the final enhancement is within the Cases module. When creating a new incident report, you can now record specific safeguarding information. I will create a demo report here to quickly demonstrate this. So the trigger for the safeguarding report is are there safeguarding issues, adult or children? You simply need to select yes. I'll quickly go through. Fill these in. You'll now see an orange add additional safeguarding information. You can now go through and complete your safeguarding report. Once the safeguarding report has been submitted, you will then see the content available on the review instant page. And then on to reporting. You'll see here on the dashboard page, there is a new reports table. This is showing all the new reports which have recently been added onto the system. On the first page here, these are all to do with the enterprise equipment data boxes which we have entered on. You can also see we have created an equipment signed out report to show you any equipment that's currently signed out to your users. Special reports for safeguarding, to be able to pull out any safeguarding reports which have been entered on PRF Manager charts, and the day rate and the hourly wage rota breakdown reports. So that's it for the new enhancements and features. Only the one bug fix in the 2.11 release, which is around the training certificates requiring expiry date. So that has been fixed. And then our roadmap plan for the next release, version 2.12, is available on our knowledge base at kb.salus3.co.uk/roadmap, and that should be updated by the time this video goes out. So that's a very quick overview of the updates and features that have gone out in the release. Sorry that the video has been a bit late, just various time pressures with trying to get things done after the new year. We wanted to get the new release out with the functionality so people can start using it. And this video just has followed on, I say, a week later. If you have any questions or any problems with the new features, or you're not sure on anything, you can drop us an email to support@salus3.co.uk, and someone will get back to you as soon as they can. Thank you very much.